to present our keynote speaker, who will present our feature address. Darren Wilson is a dynamic young man who has discovered the purpose for his life, his nation, and for the world. Therefore, as a forward-thinking visionary leader, gifted communicator, prolific writer, captivating speaker, excellent teacher, and talented musician, his goal is to inspire people, both young and old, by empowering them with what is necessary in order to help them transform their thinking and ultimately their lives. He has earned a bachelor's degree from Florida Institute of Technology and is currently pursuing a master's degree with Liberty University. Since 2012, Mr. Wilson has held the position of Quality Assurance Officer at St. Martin Airport, where he is tasked with the responsibility of delivering and developing and improving and maintaining the Safety Management System, SMS, as well as providing lectures surrounding the topic of SMS. He is the president and founder of Visionary Leadership Ministries International, VLM. He is also the founder of Kingdom Worldview. As a native of St. Martin and a graduate of this St. Martin Academy, Mr. Wilson hopes to use his gift as a communicator and his accomplishments as tools to help encourage and motivate others locally as well as regionally and internationally to never stop learning and instill a sense of pride and worth in other youth and St. Martiners to make a positive contribution to their communities and help build St. Martin for the future generations. Please put your hands together and help us welcome Darren Wilson.
Class of 2014. Come on, give a shout out. Come on. All right. You know, when you all was singing the Academy song, I was sitting in my front seat there, and I was getting into the song because I'm a graduate of St. Martin Academy as well, class of 2004. But y'all catch me off guard with the caring, learning, achieving part. I was singing learning, achieving, and then I'm hearing caring, learning. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Caring, learning. Anyway, that's not a problem. I still remember the whole song. I'm proud of myself for that. Good. Now, I'm going to address you, but this address is more of a challenge, more of a charge, more of an appeal to you, the graduates, all 96 of you. The current landscape of our island is indicative of the saddening fact that the rate of progression is at an all-time low. Even in our beloved island, we don't have to look very far to realize that this dilemma affects everybody. From government, to churches, to businesses, to schools, to our communities, to families, to individuals. Everybody, without exception, is victim, whether directly or indirectly, of this stagnation of progression. I am convinced that this low rate of progression is due to a lack of genuine visionary leaders. Genuine visionary leaders. Having no true leaders with vision is the root cause for all our problems, and out of those problems stem all of the little problems that we are faced with today. That is why I am here speaking to you. I am here to appeal to you because, and this is not a cliche, but you are the next generation. I know you hear that a lot. But that is the truth. You are the next generation. Don't think of that as a cliche. All of you, all 96, are the potential solutions to every problem that this country faces. all 96. So my goal here tonight is not to give you a fancy, well-written speech. My goal tonight is, like the Bible says, to inspire you by empowering you with ideas and principles that can help transform the way you think from this point forward. From this point. So I am not just a speaker, and this is not just another good speech. Your theme tonight says, the future is ours. Whatever the mind can conceive can be achieved. Well, then it is extremely vital that you as graduates understand that in order to achieve this, you must understand the power of visionary leadership. I'm going to take this topic and connect it to visionary leadership, so you can understand that this is not just a theme. It is the way you ought to think from now on. So let's start with the first phrase. The future is ours. Say that. The future is ours. Say it loud with fervor and gusto. Say it. The future is ours. That's it. Now personalize it. Say the future is mine. The future is mine. Say it loud, man. Shake the building. The future is mine. Great. I like that. Now, do you really believe that? Do you really believe it? Yes. Okay. It's all fine and excellent and great to say that, the future is ours. And it's even better to say it with so much fervor and enthusiasm. But all of us in this room can agree that the future is yours. All of us. But I think a question of greater significance or greater consequence is, what are you going to do with the future that is yours? It is more important to know what you are going to do with what you have than the mere fact that you have it. For example, right now, I have money in my bank account. I have money. So I can say that money is mine. But the mere fact that the money is mine is not as important as what I will do with the money that is mine. I can use it for positive things, like promoting good stuff in the island, or I can use it for negative things that will degrade the island. So the mere fact that I have money is not as important as what I do with it. So the mere fact that you know and you can say the future is yours is not as important as what you do with the future that is yours. So if the future is yours, what are you going to do with it? Or more importantly, how are you going to use it effectively if it is yours? If you own it, how are you going to use it? The future is yours. It's kind of like a long-term investment. Look at the future as money. What are you going to invest your future in? The only way you can do that is if you understand visionary leadership. Now, the next phrase says, whatever the mind can conceive. That is talking about vision. Helen Keller, an American author, lecturer, and activist for women's rights, at the turn of the 20th century, she was asked once upon a time in an interview, Miss Keller, what is worse than being born blind? This, of course, was asked because she was born both blind and deaf. She's an author, a lecturer, a speaker, but she was born blind and deaf. So they asked her, what is worse than being born blind? And she said, what is worse than being born blind is having sight with no vision. The story is also told of a little 4-year-old girl going on a cruise with her parents. And when the cruise is taking off and it's about to sail, They went up to the front of the ship, and she was out looking, and everybody's on the front of the ship, and she's just there. She can't see. She's among a lot of grown-ups, and she's yelling, saying, "Daddy, Daddy, 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 put me on your shoulders, put me on your shoulders. I want to see." So the father put his daughter on his shoulders, and she's saying, "Daddy, Daddy, 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 look, look." And the father's looking like, "What's going on?" He said, "What are you seeing?" She said, "Daddy, look, look, look." And he's like, "What are you looking at?" I said, "Daddy, look, look, look." I'm pretty sure at this point, a West Indian parent would have taken off his shoulders and cut her back. But this daddy said, "Girl, what are you looking at?" And she said, "Daddy, look, I can see farther than my eyes can look." And that day, a 4-year-old girl defined what vision is. Vision is seeing farther than your eyes can look. Vision is an individual's unique, distinctive, specific, detailed, and customized idea or view of a preferred future that provides guidance for one's life. An ancient king named Solomon said in one of his writings, "Where there is no vision for people to follow, they become confused, frustrated, and stumble all over themselves because they have no restraining limit to keep them from going off course. But where a vision is, they are happy." In other words, having a vision is a necessary component to living a happy and satisfying and successful life. Having a vision keeps you disciplined because there are certain things you would and would not do in order to go towards that vision. And that is what I need you guys to understand. Visions are supposed to be huge. They are an image of a preferred future in your head. A future that you alone can see. So if you have a big vision, and visions are usually to help better situations for mankind. If you have that vision, then steps to go towards that vision, first, you need to ditch some friends. Because big visions can't comprehend small spirits. Big visions cannot deal with small-minded thinkers. The time you would spend idling with friends who are doing nothing should now be spent ingesting information that is related to that big vision that you have. And all of you have a vision. You just didn't know it was a vision. I have to come in to tell you that what you're seeing is a vision. So if it is something that you see, you got to capture it. Capture the vision. You got to take it by force and own it and make it yours. Now,